What's up, everybody, and welcome to the next episode of my podcast, The X Report. Before I get into today's topic, I wanted to just thank everybody for listening and watching my first episode, and thanks for leaving comments and feedback on what you liked and what I can do better. I'm really excited that this is actually a project I'm starting, and I'm glad to keep it going. So today, the topic and title of the podcast is Taking Chances. Now, the reason that I wanted to do a topic on taking chances today is because even though I use this podcast to get my perspective out to people who want to hear it, I also like to use these podcasts as reminders to myself. And just lately, I've been thinking about taking chances, the best way for me to do it, and how to be more proactive in taking these chances. So that's why I wanted to do a podcast episode talking about taking chances, what I think of when it comes to taking chances, things like that. And one of the first things that I use when it comes to taking a chance is I like to weigh up the risk to reward ratio. If there's a high risk, low reward ratio to a chance I'm going to take, then that's a chance that I'll most likely be passing up just because it wouldn't be worth it. But on the other hand, if the ratio is a high reward with a low risk, and that's a chance I'm most likely going to take because it's a good chance that a good thing will come from taking this chance. And just to give an example of something I would use this risk reward ratio for in everyday life, it would be running a red light. So that's something that I would consider a high risk, low reward situation. The reward for running a red light is what? You get to your destination 20 seconds earlier, 30 seconds earlier, and that's if there's no other extenuating circumstances on the way, like another red light, another wreck, something like that. But the risk for taking that chance of running a red light is you could get a ticket, get pulled over, maybe a red light camera catches you and you have to pay a fine. Or in the worst case scenario, you run a red light, have an accident, and now you're seriously injured, or God forbid, you're dead. It's just way too high of a risk to take that chance for such little in return. But of course, when it comes to taking chances, not everything can be just use this risk reward ratio so easily. If that was the case, taking chances wouldn't be hard. But it's not that simple most of the time. A lot of the times, the risk reward ratio is almost even or dead even. And when it comes to that, then it comes down to more of your conviction. Comes down to, are you willing to take this chance for what it may give you? Now, people that know me, I think they would describe me as a calm, cool, and collected person. And I would describe myself as that as well. And having this temperament has definitely been a blessing to me most of the time. I enjoy being able to calm down, collect myself, think about things before I make a decision. It's just the way that I'm wired. However, I've noticed that in the past and in the present, me being a calm, cool, collected person who likes to think about things, it can also hold me back from taking a chance that's one that needs to be taken. It'll hold me back from putting myself out there to take that chance. I'm the type of person who likes to know. I'm the type of person who likes to know what's going to happen before I do it. I like to have a plan. I like to be able to think things through. I'm not too spontaneous with it. But when it comes to taking chances, I feel like that's something that you have to be kind of spontaneous with. You have to be able to put yourself out there even when you don't know the outcome of what's going on. And there was a quote that I was looking at, and it really speaks to this whole situation of taking chances. And the quote goes, "There is no courage without fear." And just to go along with my temperament, sure, if you don't put yourself out there to take that chance, then you don't have the fear of that chance not coming off. But there's no courage to put yourself out there without that fear either. You just moving in the same spot. If you don't take those chances, you don't grab the courage to put yourself out there and see about that chance and see what that chance can bring you. It's always a big step to take a chance when it comes to something like that. Like if you want a job or something, you have to take that chance and put yourself out there. Probably go in, talk to the people, put yourself out there. Yes, it's going to be a tough thing to do. It's going to take a little bit of bottle. It's going to take a little bit of strength to put yourself out there because it's a chance that you could fail. It's a risk that you take. But if you don't take that chance, it's like you're going to be wondering, what if? And that's something that I don't like to have happen to me anymore, because in past years, there's been many chances that I've let them pass me by. And it hadn't been a detriment per se, but there has been times when I've been wondering, what if I had done this? What if I had done that? What if I had actually taken the time to go here? What would it have done for me? And just now in this day and age, I hate to have that feeling of what if in the back of my mind, because that question of what if, it can be answered if I had just taken that chance. And it's really just a double-edged sword, because with taking chances, putting yourself out there to take that chance, it's inevitable. There will be failures. It's going to be a failure. Because I've failed plenty of times when it comes to taking chances. But I almost feel like it's better to put yourself out there and fail. And then at least then you know that you put yourself out there. You know that you tried to take this chance. That's better than not taking that chance and then just wondering, oh, what if? Because you didn't take the chance. Okay, you didn't fail. You didn't take the L. But you also didn't gain anything from that. The risk reward ratio, the risk 0, but the reward is also 0. And it's like you can just tread it in place. That's not what I'm trying to do anymore. I want to be that person who steps out, takes that chance. And sure, there'll be failures, but just by the very nature of putting yourself out there to take that chance, there's going to be wins too. And I feel like you can take 100 L's. You can take a lot of losses, but sometimes all you need is that one success that will change everything around for you. And you don't get that one success without having the guts to step out and take that chance. And for example, I won't go too much into detail about it. It's kind of a personal thing, but there was a thing earlier this week where I was wondering, should I take this chance or should I just let it go? Should I just put it behind me and let it go? And I didn't succeed in the chance, but right now I feel so much better knowing that I took the step of putting myself out there for that chance. Even though it didn't work out in the end, I'm so much calmer now than I was earlier in the week when I was wondering, should I? Like, I'm almost at peace now. Even though it didn't work out, yeah, you can call it an L, but it's an L I just have to swallow and move on. It won't stop me from taking the next chance that comes my way, because if I let it stop me, I'll just be wondering, what if again? And I feel like as I've gotten older, I've been able to rationalize taking chances more, just because I know it's the best thing to do, to take the chance. Now, of course, this isn't those extra high risk, low reward chances. I still won't take those. It's a fine line between taking a chance, being a brave with taking a chance, and being stupid with taking a chance. But I feel like I have a good grasp on what that line is. Now, when it comes to taking chances, there's another thing that's I've learned also in these past few years, and it's you have to know when to move on from a chance that didn't pan out for you. Because once you've taken that first step in, once you've gotten past that first initial fear or whatever of taking that chance, sometimes you can want to keep pushing for the chance even when it's already passed you by. And just to use that example from earlier in the week, once I went back in for the chance a second time, I realized it wasn't for me. It wasn't going to work out. So you have to know when to move on from a chance, move on from it, and wait for the next one. Because the next one might be the one that pans out for you. You don't want to keep wasting your time on a chance that isn't for you, that isn't going to pan out. That's just detrimental to you. That's detrimental to the chance. That's detrimental to everything. That's basically you're hurting yourself by doing that. And of course, it's a fine line between these things. And it's a line that you have to find for yourself. But moving on from the chance. Moving on from the chance is like accepting, okay, it didn't work out. Which is one of the hardest things to probably do. But just the relief that you feel from knowing that, okay, I put in that chance. I put myself out there. It didn't work out. I'm not going to keep pursuing this chance. But it will give you that boost for the next time there is a chance to go out. This could be the chance that fixes me. This could be the chance I've been waiting for. So even though it was an L, all these L's just serve to help you. And that's one of the things that's been really on my mind lately about taking the chances. Is just letting the experiences that you've had before with taking a chance, let that guide you in your next chance, in the next opportunity that might be out there that you want to take a chance with. And of course, I'm talking about the 50-50 type chances, the risk reward type chances where it's almost even. Those are the hardest ones to wrap your head around, but those are the most satisfying ones in the end. So I think that will be it for this episode of X Report. I couldn't really speak on the chances that I had because it was kind of a personal situation, but hopefully it was enough to paint somewhat of a picture of what these chances can mean for you and your ability to put yourself out there for the next one. This episode will be released on Friday as I do all my episodes. I was thinking about maybe doing them twice a week, but I think I'll stick to the once a week episodes for now. Seems like Friday is a good day to put them out, so I'll continue with that for now. I have ideas for the next episode already. This one seems like it will last around 14, 15 minutes. I'm thinking episode 3 might be a 20, 25 minute one. They seem to get longer each time as I get more comfortable with the camera, get more comfortable with the recording software. So, yeah. Thanks for listening to this episode, and I'll see everyone here next week. If you're on YouTube, drop a subscribe. If you're on SoundCloud, drop a follow. And as always, I'm taking suggestions for any topics or any ideas that anyone would like me to speak on or give my perspective with. So, thank you.